While you may think that you absolutely must have some practice experience to start your online accounting business, this is not necessarily the case. This used to be my biggest fear before I started. I was sure I wouldn't be able to handle clients and catch up on all tax regulations related to small businesses. But my determination to break free and start my remote practice was so strong that the fear of not having practice experience did not discourage me. Obviously, I had to learn a lot of new things in the first 2 years of running my business, but I did it willingly. And in fact, it was a very exciting journey. I quickly discovered that my multinational experience appeared very useful in running my remote business. So don't be discouraged and trust that your corporate accounting experience is more than enough to run a successful online practice. As a corporate accountant, you certainly know that working in industry differs considerably from working in practice, and you are right. However, many of your industry skills can be very useful in running a practice. Just to name a few: working remotely, collaborating with international teams, using various kinds of software, managing busy schedules, and using advanced spreadsheets. And the list goes on. So don't think that your multinational experience is not enough to start and successfully run an accounting business. It's quite the opposite. After working for over 20 years in the industry and also collaborating with practice accountants, I noticed that they lacked the skills that I possessed. And on the other hand, the skills required to work in practice could be learned relatively quickly. My story is the best proof that running a successful remote accounting business with zero practice experience is absolutely possible. My fellow accountants often say that the fear of not knowing everything is holding them off. Is this you too? Well, you don't need to worry about that. Being an expert accountant and advising your clients does not mean that you must possess all the knowledge in the world. I doubt this is even possible. I hear what you are saying. I was afraid of this too. The thing is that you can't be an expert in every field. Similarly to doctors or lawyers, you choose your area of specialty, and if you need advice in other fields, for example, taxation, you do research. If the issue is more complex, you ask another expert for an opinion. For less complex tasks, which can be delegated, you may consider outsourcing. A good candidate for that would be payroll or bookkeeping. You will have no problems finding other practices willing to accept additional work. Facing clients seemed like the worst nightmare to me when I started my accounting business. Working as a corporate accountant, I didn't have any contact with clients, none at all. On top of that, I am a total introvert, so you can imagine how terrified I was of dealing with clients. Do you feel that way too? I have a few words of encouragement. You can overcome these fears by working consistently on your approach. You need to understand that there is nothing to be afraid of. After all, these people cannot hurt you. They are just looking for your help. Stay open and keep a positive attitude. When you are nice to people, they usually adopt the same approach. Being assertive is also helpful when it comes to dealing with difficult matters. These usually relate to money, pricing. Remember that your primary responsibility is to make sure your business is profitable. Sometimes this means saying no to clients.